most people use Google. So Google's the same way. They're buying out companies. They're basically monopolizing themselves on the internet. What are some of the strategies that you can utilize in your business to make yourself more of a more of an option to people? What can you add to your business that maybe your competitors don't have that would allow people to come to you so people can have a one-stop shop, just like with Google Docs, not MapQuest, but Google Maps, the search engines, email. Google makes it very simple. They host video. They do all this stuff, so you go to Google. It's why they're so dominant. Google is nothing more than an advertiser. That's all they're doing is advertising to people. 95% of Google is advertising. They're just making money. That's all they're doing. What can you add to your business to invite more people into your business? Now, how does Google work, and how can you use it to implement in your business? It's simple. Inside of Google, you can apply the same strategy. So, search engines are nothing more than or websites are nothing more than a popularity contest. It's what it is. If you look at high school, you look at the most popular kid in high school, you walk into the school and you ask the majority of the students, who's the most popular kid in the school? Everybody will point at the most popular kid. If you had them in an auditorium, you'd have more hands going to probably one or two individuals than you would the masses. How does that relate to your business? Well, take a look at this. If your website, the more links coming back to your site, the more people pointing at your site, the better off your website's going to be. That's basically the search engines. There's a lot of mathematics. There's a lot of what's called algorithms and certain things that have a factor in that. Simplicity reasons, that's basically what it is. How many people, how many other websites can you get pointing back at your site? Now, the more popular those websites that are pointing back at your site, the more relative your site becomes. That's how Google sees it in their eyes. Because they're saying, hey, if all these links are coming back to this website's probably pretty relative. And there's probably some good information on the site, so you got to do the same thing. Go to my website and learn more about that if you don't know about that. Especially if you're involved in internet marketing, home-based business stuff. Learn that because this is direct marketing stuff that you need to learn to be successful. Alright, so the last thing we're going to talk about is the one thing Google does that most people don't know about. I'd say 98.9% of people don't know about. And it may cause you to never use Google again. You be the judge. In actuality, Google is a great company. Here's what they do though. Google is aware of everything that you're typing into the search engines. They know and they are tracking everything that's being done online. Here's what's interesting. Are people more comfortable with Google than they are their wives, their children, and their best friends? I bet you they are. Because they're basically people are admitting to Google more than they admit to their friends, their families, their wives, their husbands, their girlfriends. People are going online and they type that in the search engine. They're basically telling Google their life. So if you're having relationship issues and you go online and you're looking for advice on relationship issues, Google knows what you're looking for. And they're tracking that. And they're keeping it in their systems. In fact, Google knows exactly what you're doing and they're monitoring you. Not necessarily in a bad way. In fact, they keep data in their system for up to 18 months before it's cleared out. So technically, they have a log of everything that you've typed in over the last 18 months into search engines. So these people that are typing in crazy stuff, pornographic stuff, if they're cheating, Tiger Woods cheating on his spouse, other people that are cheating on their spouses, they're looking for stuff. People looking for online dating advice, people looking to date, people with weird things going on in their bodies, whatever the case is. They're going online doing research on this stuff, and it's being tracked. Now, Google's a good company. They don't release any of this information. They don't sell any of the information to anybody. They simply do it. They're an Google is an advertising agency. It's all it is. It's an advertising agency that provides solutions. They make their money off AdWords. So they're going to track what you're doing and they're going to watch what's being done because then they can develop marketing campaigns and sell keyword or provide keywords to people that people are typing so people can advertise to those markets. And 20% of all the 2 billion searches that are done every single day it's all new content. It's all new stuff. So the internet's constantly evolving, it's constantly changing. Google doesn't change stuff. Now, what could get scary is that if in 2 to 5 years, if Google decided to start selling shares and parts of their company and they allowed their certain parts of their company to get in the hands of other people, then maybe that information could become public. But could you imagine if you could go type in your best friend's information or information online and find out everything that they've been looking at online? That's kind of scary, huh? Google knows more about you than maybe your wife, husband, or spouse does. Anyway, I thought that was a good little tidbit. It's something that, you should be aware of. Google's not doing anything bad with it or anything. It's kind of out there. Anyway, go to my website and offer